Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday to everybody. Still taking personal breaks. We're still got the group break sale ongoing. 10% off all spots. Down to 7 in each of the football breaks, 6 in light the fire. We still got that baseball mixer that we're trying to get going. So we're gonna see if we can get something rolling here on a Saturday night weekend for most people. See if we can get something rolling and get some boxes broken for you guys. Plenty of stuff to choose from. Hopefully we can get somebody to get us started tonight, get something going. Let's see who's gonna get us started tonight. 3 dozen different products up there, plus I think I've got 8 different group breaks up there as well to choose from. Hopefully we can get somebody to get us started off tonight. Tons of stuff available. Let's get something going here on a Saturday, guys. Anyone that's in the room looking to buy something? Plenty of stuff as you go. Take a look, guys. 3 dozen personal breaks, a bunch of group breaks, all 10% off this week. Try to get some momentum and get something going for you guys this weekend. Light the Fire available. Immaculate Collegiate Football, Valiant Football, 5-box mixer of baseball products, and more. Who's going to be the first one to pull some fire tonight? Get something broken. Hey, Tim. How's it going? 10 after 9, guys. See if we can get something going here on a Saturday. Oh, it sure is awesome. I'm here. Making some changes. Ten after. Who's going to get us started tonight, guys? Light the Fire, Leaf Valiant Football, Immaculate Collegiate Football, Baseball Mixer, among a bunch of products. They're 10% off this week only. Go take a look at that. Tons of personals as well. Chronicles is in stock, as well as one lonely box of Chrome Jumbo. I've got Elite Football Certified, Chronicles Black, Obsidian, Valiant Leaf, and more. Go take a look at all that stuff. We're gonna hopefully get some breaks going here. Who's gonna start us off tonight, guys? Hey, Jess. Oh yeah, I wouldn't know for those. Yeah, I get. They're just. It seems like they've. Um. Well, for that one, actually, for that one specifically, yeah, they don't ship those until the timer is done. And they usually say, I think, a week after the timer's done. Then again, all the Ben Baller Chrome boxes are to ship 2 weeks ago. So, uh, the counter ends in a week, maybe mid-October. That'd be my best guess. I hear you. Yeah, congrats, man. Big step. Well, when we know the print run, we'll know the odds if you're getting a serial numbered auto or not. Because I think there's something like 200 and some serial numbered autos. I'd expect them to be maybe one every 4 and every 5 boxes, but on card for 125 is not bad at all, even if it's just a base. Plus, you get the set. He was signing a lot more a couple years ago. Um, I guess they've cut down because they had that big Leaf set too with a bunch of his autos. He probably cut down his autographing a little bit after that busy couple of years. Yeah, I was gonna say 82. Oh, I knew 82 was his cards. I just couldn't remember what if that was his actual rookie year or not. But I guess they weren't playing those games back then. Let's see if we can get something broken tonight, guys. 9:15 Eastern. I think I still have a Ripken. I pulled a 2020 Gypsy Queen. 2020, not 2020. 2018 maybe Gypsy Queen auto from Blaster. I'm pretty sure I still have it. It's escaping me right now, but it's a nice looking card. Yeah, his autograph is pretty much all, most of them from that era. You know, Griffey, Rivera. You know, the Robinsons, Brooks and Frank. Most of them, their autograph hasn't really changed much. But then there's a couple that have changed a bunch. Like I know Jeter's probably a bad example, but he's had different iterations of his auto over the years. But for the most part, they usually stay the same. Yep, I saw that. I mean, it'd be nice if the Phillies got in, but I'd rather the Rays make sure that they're set for the playoffs. But the 3 game series, that scares the crap out of me. Anyone can win a 3 game series. Are probably going to face the Blue Jays, who are really hot right now. Oh, he's fun mic'd up. They did it earlier this season. Oh, somebody's having fun with the likes and dislikes. All right. Taking orders, guys. There was a couple during spring training before all this hit that were enjoyable to watch. Bauer would be interesting mic'd up, definitely. Tim Anderson would be interesting, although I don't think they'd mic those up. Yeah, I mean, I think in the future though, all of us are going to take this year and kind of say this doesn't really count. There's so many people are having a great year, but it's a 60 game stretch basically. There's gonna be a lot of people getting a lot of money for a 60. What do you call it? 60 game season. I guess that's part of the live experience. You don't know when you're going to be able to actually talk to them, so it kind of I guess makes it more, I don't know, realistic. Like I said, I mean it's not much. I guess you can't time that stuff. I mean you can, but taking orders, guys. 10% off group breaks this week and personal breaks. Some on sale. Gonna try and get something going here on a Saturday. I see that's another thing of the 60 game season. Like, think about it. Like, the Nationals don't win the World Series if this happened last year. Because they had the same start last year, and then they kicked it in the last 100 games, got in, and won everything. There's gonna be a team in the final 4 or 8 teams that no one thought had a remote chance. It's definitely gonna happen. Yeah, he's easy to root for. I definitely agree with that. Still trying to get some orders in here, guys. 9:23 Eastern. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's not like he's done a ton to piss people off in the past. People just, Yankee hate. It's not surprising. Oh yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the Brady. He's the Tom Brady of baseball. Oh, I'd give Brady a little more credit. Jeter was a good player, but he's not best effort territory. He was a really solid clutch. He was one of the best clutch players ever. But overall, his stats, I mean, they're great. They're Hall of Fame worthy. But he's not in the inner circle. Still taking some orders, guys. Let's try and see if we can get something in here. I know there's one year where I think we're gonna see some fringe people get in. There's one year where there was no surefire guy. So I'm going through it now. Like the eligibles for 2021. I think it's 2021 that I was talking about. The best first time eligibles are probably Torrey Hunter and Barry Zito, maybe. There's definitely there's definitely no locks next year for 2021. Definitely not. Oh yeah, Char just needs to get to the 10 years and he's in, which I think is next year. Once he starts his 10th year, that he's eligible. He's in if he retires tomorrow. After the first game next year. But yeah, Burley, Burnett, Kadire, Heron, Hudson, Torrey Hunter, Adam LaRoche, Victorino Zito. I don't think there's any Hall of Famers in that. So I think we're going to see a lot of the fringe people that were close last year. They'll probably get in. But definitely no. I don't think there's any even eventual Hall of Famers on that list. Maybe Torrey Hunter, but he didn't do that much. 2,400 hits, 277 average. I don't think he gets in. I mean, Burley had 214 wins. I don't think that's enough. Hudson had 222. I don't think that's enough. No Cy Youngs. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone on this list gets in, to be completely honest. And then you go to 2022. Ryan Howard probably gets in eventually, I would say. That one's even close. Lincecum, you have to wonder if he gets in. 3 World Series, 2 Cy Youngs. I think he eventually gets in. Ortiz is probably going to get in first ballot just because of his popularity. A-Rod, he probably deserves to get in, but how much is the steroid? The steroids are going to hold him back probably. Jimmy Rollins, MVP, World Series winner, 2,500 hits. He probably eventually gets in. I don't think Teixeira gets in. Still taking those orders, guys, about 9:30. And then the other is Joe Nathan. I don't think he's getting in. Prince Fielder, I don't think gets in. Carl Crawford definitely doesn't get in. And then 2023, Beltran, probably not. Matt Cain doesn't get in. Ethier does not get in. Lackey, Napoli, Peralta. Francisco Rodriguez, 437 saves, maybe. Does have a World Series title. 2023 doesn't have any. I mean, there's pretty much no guarantees other than I'd say Ortiz and probably Lincecum over the next 3 years. We're going to see a lot of fringe people get in because people are going to want to fill up that ballot. We're going to see a lot of those 40, 50 percenters are going to jump. Because 2024 has a couple definites, I think. Beltre gets in, definitely. I could see Bartolo Colon even getting in, just because. I don't know if he deserves it, but he might get in. Maurer will get in. 2025, CC Sabathia will probably get in. Ichiro is obvious, but I mean, there's not many definites coming up. It's not like the last few years where we had, Frank Thomas, people that were like, oh yeah, they're definitely getting in. Over the next 5 years, we probably only have 3 people that definitely should be in. And that would be Ortiz, Lincecum, and maybe A-Rod. A-Rod I'm basing on stats, and Beltre. Yeah, so it looks like there's 6 over the next 5 years that I'd say are definite Hall of Famers, and only 4 of them are first years. I'd say Ichiro, Ortiz, Ichiro, Ortiz, Beltre, and Maurer should probably all be first ballot. And then Lincecum, possibly Howard, and then maybe eventually A-Rod or an F-Rod. There's not that much. There's a lot of solid players, but there's not that many definites. We're not going to see. I don't think we're going to see any we're not going to see any 3 or 4 definite classes like we have the past couple of years. And think of the people the players that retired this year. I mean, Alex Gordon announced he's not going to get in. He's in the Hall of Very Good. Yeah, Pence, same thing. He's in the Hall of Very Good. He won't get in. I mean, there's just not many superstars retiring right now. I mean, Verlander, if he's done, which he might be, he's a definite in. Felix Hernandez is a definite in. Still taking offers, guys. Still taking offers. Still taking orders. See if we can get something going here. 10% off all group breaks. Bunch of personals up there to pick from. Let's get something going today. Let's get a break going, guys. Plenty of stuff to pick from. Let's hopefully get something going tonight, guys. 7 left in Immaculate Collegiate, 7 left in Valiant. Got the baseball mixer up there. Light the Fire Baseball divisional break number 3 is now up. It looks nice this year. I like the design of Spectra. The mosaic is a nice touch. There's a lot more on-card autos this year. But the addition of Origins, that kind of makes it a little bit nicer. Plus, the rookie class is definitely great. Plus, the patch autos are on card this year too, which is definitely a change. Hopefully, we can get some broken tonight. Trying to get something going. about 20 of 10. Let's get something going here, guys. Get somebody to get us started tonight, guys. Who wants to get us started tonight, guys? 9:40 p.m. Let's get something going here, guys. Hoping to get something going here tonight, guys. Hope so. Trying to get some action going here tonight, guys. Quarter of 10. 10% off all group break slots, plus a couple personal breaks on sale as well. With standard great prices for the others. Help me get some stuff filled, in some boxes sold, guys. Great prices out there. 10% off all group breaks this week only. Go grab some spots. Hopefully we can get something going here. Personal breaks as well. Chronicles is in. Some other stuff restocked. Some prices adjusted. About 10 of 10 so far tonight. Let's get something going here, guys. 10 of 10 on a Saturday night. $9:50 p.m. It's hard to do it without any customers. It makes it a little tougher. Just a tad. All right, what do we got here? Thank you, John. We're going to do a box of Obsidian Draft for John. Let me get that printed out. And we'll get that going. Thank you, buddy. Hey, John. Yeah, I'm making some temp changes, hopefully temporary changes, but yeah, it's I'm having to put more focus on some other things until hopefully this kind of blows over, but it's hard to tell the future. I got two left out of this, John. One or two? Yep, that's his trout. Box one. Got ya. Got you covered. Let me grab that for you real quick. He's a gem of a human being, isn't he? All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, this week has been abysmal. My site traffic today for a Saturday rivals a slow Monday. And yes, Monday is a day where I'm not live. This is easily the slowest Saturday I've had since I've opened. It's not close. Typically, my site traffic is around 90 to 100 sessions on a Saturday. Right now, I'm at 44. So it's literally cut in half. And it's been like this the past 2 or 3 weeks or so. So, like I said, I'm going to make the announcement next week, but I'm going to be live Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a little bit until hopefully this blows over. See if I can, compact all the sessions maybe into a weekend where I can maybe have more people in the room and then hopefully get more group breaks filled. Because everything is slowed down considerably. And I need to, put some resources into other branches of the business to make up for what this branch isn't making. So I'm trying to balance time and keep at peak efficiency while I try to figure out what the hell's going on. In the meantime, good luck, man. I'm hoping for a big hit for you. Hopefully we can get something good. Obsidian's really nice looking. All right, we got a live break here for John doing a box of 2020 Obsidian Draft Picks football. 4 autos, sometimes 5, and 1 or 2 base per box. Let's see what we can get for you. Hopefully a nice quarterback, maybe a nice cowboy for you. Who knows? We'll see when we get this open, though. All right, taking the base off the back first. Do have a nice orange etch of a quarterback here to start us off. Jacob Eason, orange etch rookie. This one is 23 of 25. Nice low number to start. Other base is going to be Albert Okwebunam for, I believe, the Broncos. That one is to 99. There we go. First autograph is going to be Ravens rookie, number to 25, orange etch of James Proche from SMU. I love the orange. They really look nice. This one is, forgot these are opposite, 6 of 25 on that one. Orange etch auto. Next one up is Bills rookie, autograph Gabrielle Davis. This one is to 99. Obsidian rookie auto. Next one up is Salvin Ahmed, another orange auto. This one's also going to be a 25, 21 of 25 on that one. And pretty nice hit for your fourth one here. Numbered to 99, nice rookie jersey auto, Henry Ruggs from Alabama for the Raiders. Rookie jersey autograph. And that one is 30 of 99 on that Ruggs. Nice way to finish off a box. And that'll do it. 3 oranges, some nice low numbered stuff. Thank you very much for the break. All right, let me put that up. Yeah, it's I have no idea anymore what's going on. I really don't. Like I said, when we did Light the Fire, it went up to it peaked up to 14, and almost immediately dropped down to 7 or 8. Thanks for the support, John. Some decent stuff in there. I knew the game. I knew the Lakers game was close. I don't know what it's at right now, though. It was close at last look. Still looking to get some orders in tonight, guys. Just hit 10 o'clock. Oh, I must have just hit halftime then. Still taking live break orders, guys. Just getting stuff top loaded real quick. Personal breaks and group breaks, which are 10% off all weekend. Come here. I mean, I haven't really done anything differently. Um, like it's not like I haven't stopped advertising anywhere, or you know, I haven't done nothing drastic has changed. But this week especially, and the 2 weeks before, I had one really good night 2 weeks ago. I had one okay night last week because I did a flash sale on live breaks. And this week, you're only my second live break this week, and we filled Light the Fire yesterday. So that's literally been it for this week. Don't really know what the issue is or has been the past 2 or 3 weeks. I really thought the 10% off group breaks would bring in a bunch of people. Like I said, there's a bunch of baseball teams that are 20, 30 bucks, and I had some people that wanted me to put up their PC teams that were lower end teams. I thought they'd fly off the shelves, and they're kind of they did not. Uh, I mean, to be perfectly blunt, so not really sure what's going on. Like I said, I figured I'd go to weekend. Wednesday, Thursday's been notoriously slow for the past couple of months. So I figured I'll just try to siphon, tunnel everything to the weekend where more people are around. And I'll probably still be on for select Wednesdays as well for new releases. So I think Triple Threads is a Wednesday. That Wednesday I'll be on for. The bigger releases, as long as I have the product, I'll probably jump on and make sure I'm live. But Thursdays have been, we joke about Thursdays, and Wednesdays have been pretty slow too. So it's just a matter of less people being around, I think. Wednesday and Thursday. A lot of people get paid on Fridays. Um, a combination of things, but I've definitely had to focus more on. I buy and sell singles, so I've been putting a little bit more of my priority on that too, to make up for the slowness on the site. There's only so big of a lull that I can traverse though. So hopefully this is a short term issue, but we'll see. Oh yeah, if you see, I mean, what retail wouldn't you pick up nowadays? You know what I mean? I mean, Archives baseball, I'd probably let sit. Score football, I'd let sit. And Prestige, that's not Blaster or Mega, I'd probably let sit as well. Yeah, I literally I took a picture. Um, I'll have to send it to you. I took a picture of I went to Walmart on I want to say it was Wednesday to pick up a prescription, and I went to the card section while I was there. Literally, there were zero packs of sports cards, and I have a pretty big section. I'll send it to you, Josh. Check this out. I've never seen. This is just half of the section. There's probably another 3 feet to the right of it, but that's what was there. Yeah, we have. I have within a 30-minute radius. We have, I'd say, 4 Walmarts and 3 Targets, and I've only gotten lucky once in. I want to say it was June. I found a little bit of retail. Other than that, it's there's literally people, like I said, doing shifts and waiting for the during work hours. Hey Matt, what's up, man? Well, after 10 o'clock here, trying to get some stuff going, guys. Yeah, there's a bunch of shelves. There's even a top shelf that I couldn't get in the picture too. So we have literally 5 shelves on the one side and 3 on the other, plus all the hangers, all empty. Even the gaming stuff, um, like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, even that stuff was getting a little sparse. So weird. It's just super weird around here. But yeah, if you want Topps WWE wrestling, you're out of luck. There was one hanger of that, but it kind of seems like people are um, around here just literally buying everything and just seeing what they can do. I don't really know. I know they're losing money on the stuff like wrestling and prestige hangers. They're not going for MSRP on eBay. So I don't really know. I don't really know what they're doing with that. But it's I mean, multiple people I've talked to multiple ones of them. They're saying we're just buying everything because we don't know, and we'll sell it eventually. So they're literally just they're probably meeting the rep, dumping the contents of the box into the cart and leaving. I appreciate it nonetheless, John. Like I said, hopefully this blows over, but it's been rough. It's definitely been rough. Especially this is by far the worst week I've had since I've opened. It's not close. The last time I actively searched for retail was probably June. Um, I know not to go out now because there's dozens of people camping out at my stores. I live in a pretty populated area, so it's completely wiped out. Even if you get there, you might be third or fourth in line of people waiting. You could wait there all day and still not get anything. And now, even if you're online looking for retail, you got to catch it right when the link goes down. Um, or the better bots will beat out the worst bots will beat out the humans. I don't think they care, honestly. I mean, for retail, I mean, they're selling it to, MJ Holding, Excel. They're not even the ones, stocking the shelves. It's MJ Holding and Excel doing it. So I don't think they really care. Their product's getting sold. They've already made their money before it even gets to the stores. I know most Targets and Walmarts have implemented store by store a limit, but around here, no limits because they're getting around it by getting it before it goes on the shelves. Most of the people around here have deals with the reps already, so they either meet them outside or before it even gets to the shelf. So if there's a shelf limit, it's bypassed. If there's money to be made, somebody will find a workaround. But the stores don't care. They're just renting out the space. They're not even seeing probably too much of that money. But some Targets, the employees stock it. Sometimes the vendor stocks it. Same with Walmart. My wife worked with an AP at our Walmart. It was a 50-50 coin flip. If the vendor came or if the employees stocked it. But it doesn't matter because there's always somebody. I've seen literally people setting up chairs, just sitting there for 4 or 5 hours, just waiting to see if the rep comes that day. And then they'll change out every couple of hours. They do it in shifts. It's insane. But if they get a whole, let's say they get a whole, mosaic football display, they get 2 megas, 6 blasters, and 15 racks. They're probably making what? Maybe $400 or $500 off that. If they get one of those a week, that's enough for some people. Around here it isn't, but it's enough for some people. I I don't think any store allows it theoretically, but I mean they'll walk around. But if they're not doing anything illegal, then you can't just throw them out. I mean, obviously we know the problem is not just retail. I mean, hobby is equally insane. Mosaic, I just want for reference because I know I'm not getting any. The big guys are getting theirs from a distributor, probably the same distributor that I have. Mosaic football, going down here. Mosaic football. Oh, they repriced it because of a restock. Mosaic football, from a distributor point of view, was I believe 112, and Mosaic No Huddle was 73. That's how much I tried to get it for. I didn't get it for that, obviously, but that's how much it was initially. Now it's around what, 700? I mean, it's obviously pretty insane. Yeah, singles prices are up as well. I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, they are up, but they're not 6 times higher. People are asking more because the product they have to they have to make up for it somehow. I mean, if Burrow rookies are going for $60, that's why. But if the product came out at 120, those cards would be $10, and they would have been. A couple years ago, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes rookies, they were 5, 6, 7, $8. Even when they got hot, they didn't go up. I mean, Mahomes optics are like $500 now. Everything's up exponentially, which is making box prices rise. It's still insane no matter what way you look at it, but I'm still pricing based on what I buy in at to try to give you guys a deal, which is why I'm confused why business is so down. Because I'm lower on most stuff, even Chronicles where I bought in higher for baseball. Um, I'm kind of surprised I haven't sold any yet because I know I'm much lower than every big retailer. Oh, if I had a time machine, I mean, even 2019 product is through the roof. I managed to get my hands on a couple passing the torch boxes. They should be coming early next week. But it's insane what stuff is going for right now. Still taking orders here, guys. 10:15 Eastern, 10% off all group breaks. Personal breaks also up there. We're trying to get some stuff broken here and try to get off the snide. It's been a slow week. We're trying to make up for it here by getting some stuff sold here on a Saturday. Immaculate Collegiate set 7 left. 7 left in Leaf Valiants. I've got the baseball mixer. All those are 10% off automatically. If you add them to the cart, you'll see the savings. Yeah, MSRP is dead. I think Mosaic it was super high. Um, when the manufacturer starts ignoring their own suggested price, you know something's gone awry, and that's definitely what we're seeing here. Topps stuck to it longer, and to be fair, their online exclusive stuff they're still offering at what the MSRP would be, but the general releases, um, they're starting to price them a little higher too. Not as bad. I was excited for Zenith until I saw it was Dutch auction. It's gonna go too high because, and I hate to again call people out that are obviously my competitors, but your platinums and your Laytons, they can buy in higher because they know they have a bunch of people that will pay that. I can't pay 300 a box for Zenith. That's what I'm assuming it's going to sell out at 250, 300. Um, because I don't have people that are going to pay me 350 a box for it, even in group break format. But they have people that will line up to give them 350 a box for it. It's just a matter of their customer base. That's why I'm lucky. That's why I bought when Obsidian Draft came out. Yeah, there's a plateau somewhere. You know, the bubble will burst at some point because these people are going to run out of money. You know, it's the same kind of thing where it's the same. Um, it's the same. What do you call it? These people that are spending thousands on boxes probably have that money to burn. But at some point, even if you're in the super rich, you know, top 1%, you're gonna get tired of buying $800-900 boxes and getting $200 out of it. At some point, it will flip, but I think it's gonna take a couple years. I mean, think about it. This has gradually gotten worse in probably the last year or so. I would say maybe around February-ish, it started getting bad, where you could still get stuff at a decent price, but it was starting to get tough. But like the basketball class next year, excuse me, is not that good. There's a couple, you know, semi-stars, but basketball in general, this is not a Zion Ja year. Um, I got allocated 0 for every 2021 product so far. Right, yeah, right now the winners right now are distributors and the high-end breakers. But the Zion craze started this definitely. Once once Optic Basketball came out, I think that's the first one where I can remember that I knew I didn't have a shot because Prism Basketball Blasters, Prism and Donruss Basketball specifically, went off the rails, and people that you know FOMO started setting in where they needed to make sure they got some, and then you know it snowballs. That's the prime example. Most don't. In NT basketball alone, you're not guaranteed an RPA in a box. I think in a 4-box case, we've been seeing 2 to 4. It depends. Because a lot of people don't count the horizontals as true, even though they have the rookie card symbol on it. But if you wanted a vertical RPA, I think they were 2 a case. And we did the math. It's 1 in 50 cases um, to get a specific player. I, that you know that's if you're paying 20,000 a case, there's a lot of cases out there that are going to net you maybe a grand or two. Yeah, Prism football was half that. Once Kyler got hot, I mean Kyler base cards are going for 150, $200 right now. I got lucky. I have a couple Kyler cards. Um, that's gonna it's kind of helping the slow period here, but I mean, if anyone that held 2019 stuff are reaping the benefits right now because all of that stuff is up. Anything Prism is completely off the rails right now. Anything LeBron, anything hot rookies. I mean, even Donruss football has been insane. I have one high end Kyler left that I'm holding because I think it's going to go up even more. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have a select silver of Kyler, the field level. It's a really big card now. It's tripled in the last 3 weeks. I still have some 2019 football boxes, so those are steadily going up. I'm trying to figure out what should I do with those. A, I have two NTs. Let me see here. Yeah, I have two NTs. I have an immaculate collegiate, and I don't even want to look, but I still have one box of 19 Spectra first off the line. The seventh one filled so slowly that I didn't want to put the eighth one up. That was a couple of months ago. I haven't even looked to see what that's at now. I can only imagine what that's at now. But on the flip side, it's also pricing the lower end people out of the hobby, and that was the majority of my customer base, and I think that and the pandemic is kind of attributing to the recent slowness. I I can sell a lot of the boxes I have for MSRP. Yeah, I put that Spectra mixer up. I had no interest in it. We ended up filling the 16 box. I still have a 19, I have a 14, and I have an 18 Spectra as well. So those will eventually go up. But again, the stuff I have up now isn't even moving. It's a weird time. I don't really, like I said, I don't know what the issue is because I haven't changed anything. I'm trying to get feedback, and even that's kind of hard to get. Um, so I'm kind of trying to just roll with the punches and see what happens. I know it sounds cliche, but yeah, I sold one Spectre spot to Josh. No one else, uh, no one else bought one. And like I said, I've got Immaculate up right now at a very good price, and that one's even been hard to move. So I don't know. I don't know what to change theoretically. Yeah, Spectre first off the line football has gone up a lot. Wow. All right. I mean, even on DealerNet, I mean, stuff isn't being traded because no one's buying at these super high prices, and no one wants to sell unless they get what they're asking. So the gap is really big. If I put either my Immaculate Collegiate or my NT Collegiate up on DealerNet, I'd be the only one with a box for sale. Yeah, I mean it's like I said, I can if even if I double my postings, you know what I mean, on social media, I try to post at least daily. That's the goal. Um, but unless it's recent pulls or a huge, like we're talking massive savings, it doesn't get any, it doesn't get any clicks. People will view it. I'll get lots of views, like it'll scroll by on their feed, but no one interacts with the post. So those are, or they'll click and immediately leave. So there's a lot of empty clicks, a lot of empty reactions that are happening to my advertisements and posts. So it's hard to get over that wall because you need to try to find the sweet spot that will convince people to go check out what you have. I mean, it's why you see so many news sites and other places and stuff like that. That's why you see so much, clickbait roaming around. It's like, oh, you won't believe the price that I have on this. It's kind of like you have to verge into that territory. It's sad that it's come to that. I'm not really one to do that, and I don't really want to have to do that. I mean, I know I'm up on my soapbox here, but um, I mean, those are the people that get. My wife would hate that I'm referencing this, but getting clicks will get you noticed. That's kind of the mantra right now. You have to do something way off the beaten path to get noticed nowadays. Everyone kind of lumps into the same whatever. So if I post up a 10% off sale like with the group breaks right now, or I post up like, oh hey, look, this just came in. I mean, I'd have to post something else, something like chance to win $100 gift card, and then have it be like a 1 in 500 chance or something like that. It would have to be something that's borderline misleading, if anything, and that's super sad that that's what it takes nowadays. But it's just it's so weird to see how the industry's changed in the past 8 months as opposed to the past 10 years. Because I've been doing this for 10 years now. Until 2018, you could get whatever you wanted, however many cases if you wanted, pretty close to MSRP, if not a little bit lower. 2018, it started getting hard to get stuff. Now it's impossible. I'm starting to finally get boxes for my distributors. I'm getting allocated one, two, three at a time. Um, but there's a lot of people looking for giveaways. But that's the thing now. If I give if I give away stuff or I bring people into the site via a giveaway, I don't see those people back. They only show up for the free stuff. They take their free stuff and they dash. So giving the giveaways are literally just, I'm just giving stuff away for free. It doesn't add it doesn't add anything to my business. The people that for example, the eBay breaks. The whole point of the eBay breaks were to, draw new people interested in group breaks to, my site to hopefully break here. I'm at almost 0%, um, you know, in gains from customers. I think I've gained 2 or 3 people that have spent more than 400 post eBay break on the site. It's no retention whatsoever from eBay breaks. I'll get up to 25 viewers, but then once the break's done, it drops to 12, 13 almost immediately, and then it goes back down from there. So it's retention is a huge issue. The best I can do is offer good prices, keep the advertisements running, which I have done. Try to post, good deals when they come in. Give sales. Like I said, I did the live break sale on Sunday last week. SEO is fine. I update any new postings that I put up, like all my, the personal breaks. I make sure the SEO has um, all the keywords in it. So I make sure live break is in there. I make sure the product name is in there. I make sure free shipping is in there. I make sure the word buy is in there right at the beginning so that it doesn't get cut off. So that if people search for group break or whatever, I come up. But the bigger problem is, I think what the stat was like 94% of people don't leave page one on a Google search. So these bigger companies with these huge advertising budgets, excuse me, are spending, 4 digits a month to get these boosted, um, search ratings on Google and Yahoo and Bing and all these other ones, and you would need to outspend them to get above them. Like if you search for group break right now, it depends where you are. Um, I've heard when I've asked people, I've heard that I'm anywhere between page 3 and 7 when you search for a group break. So I'm not that far away, but if you're not on page 1, it's super hard. And obviously, a smaller business like me, I don't have 4 or 5 grand to pay that for that boosted search result. I can't outspend these guys. So I've got to rely on word of mouth. I got to rely on social media. Um, you know, you hope for that big break where maybe one of the bigger guys in the industry notices you and posts about you. At this point, it's kind of like it's almost like rolling the dice, hoping somebody notices you. It's kind of like the entertainment industry almost. Yeah, the problem with that, like I said, right now is retention and traffic, and it's more of a like I would like to do that, and I probably um I'm gonna have to institute something like that soon. Yeah, see, like if I do it right now, if I search for group breaks, let's see, because it varies. Some days I'm near the top, first couple pages, and some days I'm not. It obviously depends. I was on page 4 the last time I looked. Yeah, right now I'm on page 6. Like, let me bring this over. I'll show you guys. Like, let me bring you over here. See, like I said, I searched for group breaks. Obviously, you can see me right there, and I'm on page 6 on mine. So it's like I said, I'm anywhere between usually pages 4 and 8. It depends. If I do it incognito, it brings up the same thing. So again, there's really no rhyme or reason. Yeah, Jazz. Ironically, when I make a post about a group break specifically or a product specifically, those are actually some of my least popular posts. They get the least amount of reactions, the least amount of traffic, and the least amount of likes. Um, Obviously, this kind of thing is, it's really finicky. You kind of you try posting, what people will like. My what got pulled tonight posts do significantly better than any of my other posts, which obviously have been fewer and far between the last couple of weeks because we've been opening less stuff. But next week, like I said, I'm switching to weekends only to try and siphon everybody to one period of time to give breaks a better chance of posting, filling. I'm changing up how I'm running social media. Yeah, I have group breaks in my as the as my thing because um, that one got more clicks than group break. Because when people are searching for group, they want to join a group break. It seems like more people do add the S on the end. Like they'll search for looking for group breaks or group breaker, stuff like that. So the S seems to matter. Again, it's that weird. But I am going to post about singular breaks more often. They seem to do a little bit better when they're in the bulk. And I mentioned, hey, we're really going to try and push and fill this break. And I'll do that next week with the baseball mixer specifically, assuming it doesn't fill tonight and tomorrow, which it probably won't. Um, but yeah, those posts do significantly worse. And I'm no social media expert, but it's really it's an interesting area just in general. Plus, I still do the old school advertising too. Every eBay customer, every single card purchase gets a business card. Every eBay purchase for group breaks, they all get business cards. Um, and all that kind of stuff. That's why I've been including recently. You've been seeing I've been including the prices for breaks in the bulk now. I used to not add those. Those go in now. But yeah, it's so weird. Like I said, I get that I'm on my soapbox here, but that's how complicated all this stuff is. And obviously, everything that I just mentioned isn't cheap either. The social media I can do by myself. The posting and stuff like that. That doesn't cost anything, but the advertisements and the boosts on search results for Google and all that stuff, Google Ads, Google Shopping ads, that's all money I have to put out. And when you're not seeing anything back from it, then you have to kind of go to the next step and maybe hire a marketing firm or someone like that to optimize. Because I don't have a background in marketing, you know what I mean? So, or advertising or anything like that. So, am I as optimized as I probably could be? Probably not. But I also have to weigh, is spending five, six, seven, $800 to hire somebody to do all that for me. Will I see a return on that? I don't know because this is such a niche industry. The the group that you're advertising to is relatively small compared to other industries. Are you going to be hitting enough people, in your demo to make it worth that investment? Um, I've been told no by a couple of people that the best thing you can do is just stay local and a broad advertising like a radio ad or stuff like that. That's not going to get you enough. That's not you're not going to recoup what you put out to put that advertisement out. So the best places to advertise in this industry don't allow advertising, like your blowouts. Cardboard Connection isn't accepting anyone new. Group break checklists, places like that, they don't allow any advertising because they're competition, or they have exclusive deals with somebody already. Hopefully, I gave you guys a good insight to how how all the inner workings here. This has kind of turned into a little bit of a podcast. I am still taking orders here, guys. If anyone wants to get in a personal break, obviously all group breaks are 10% off for the rest of the weekend. So hopefully we can get some more of that stuff going. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. That's the That's the down low on what's been going on here at Ajax Sports Cars. Yeah, I had some people ask if I was going to do any Instagram/Facebook breaks. Um, and it's definitely something that's possible. Um, I don't want to say I'm not gonna do it. The whole point of building the website was to have somewhere to go where you wouldn't have to, excuse me. My site, the breaks on my site aren't going to get buried. But again, exactly, Facebook groups. I can't just start a Facebook group today and have 5,000 members. It's not going to happen. I've built up 340 followers on Instagram in 9 months. I'm not the most popular person in the world, but building a group of 5,000 people takes years for most people. If you're, truly starting from scratch, that will take years of building. And there's also a lot higher risk of running into people with chargebacks and stuff like that. An unregulated place like Facebook or Instagram, it's definitely riskier. Again, same thing with eBay. It's a lot easier to do a return on eBay than other places. So it's kind of again, risk reward kind of a deal. But I started off with the website because that's the best way to have everything in one place, have a nice clean format. You don't have to wait for me to post to see a break. You can go any time of day, whenever you want, buy a slot, see how many slots are left. You don't have to wait for any updates. There's a set kind of, you know, cleanliness to it, if you will, that the chaos of Facebook or Instagram, comment section might give you. So, I mean, if say I fill a break on Facebook, but 15% of the money gets lost to chargebacks or, you know, some issue, it starts not being worth it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, again, soapbox, and I get it. And if I'm if I'm talking too much, please tell me to shut up. But I'm just trying to give you guys an inner kind of like this is how it kind of works without giving away any personal company secrets or straight up numbers. But Facebook and Instagram have a bigger audience, definitely. But again, even the established groups will not let you in, or a bunch of them are even charging now to let you use their groups. Which again, it's capitalism. That's a thing you can do. But that's where we're at now. There's so many breakers. There's so many people just starting off now. It's easier to take advantage, and having that commodity is worth a lot more than it was worth 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. It's a bigger thing now. And then, like I said, if say a break fills, if you don't require payment right away, or you wait to require payment until it fills, and then 5 people don't pay, or they're like I said, fake profiles, kids using parents' credit cards, underage, you run into a lots of bigger issues. With the website, that seems to weed those things out. Knock on wood, really haven't had many issues with the website. So, plus the website is more professional. That's worth something, at least to me. Maybe we're getting away from that in 2020. Maybe it doesn't matter now, but the website's way more professional than an Instagram or a Facebook break. I don't think anyone will disagree with me on that. Um, not toot my own horn, but my website is much cleaner and easier to use than trying to navigate an Instagram comment section. It's much easier to deal with my website. I mean, that's obviously my issue. Again, that falls right into the clickbait section. That was a horrible, big, huge f up that whole, not maybe not the whole admin group, that specific, leader of the group did. That was a huge deal. But guess what? People are talking about it. It filters right into the, bad press is, no press is bad press. Any attention, you know, given to your business, whatever you want to call it, ends up being a net positive because it gets people talking about you. If I did a platinum and cut up a 101 and everyone made the video go viral, I would look like an a-hole, but that might draw hundreds of people to my website. But see, I'm not willing to sell out to do that. And maybe, that might be my downfall. But I'm not going to start selling out and being an asshole just to get clicks. I'm not going to sell out myself to do that. And if that's the reason I don't succeed, then I'm going to have to deal with that as a person. But I'm not going to start tearing up 101s and going on, epic racial rants and, the stupid stuff that some breakers have done recently just to get noticed. That's wrong. And now I'm starting to rant a little bit. But that's unnecessary, and that's not how the world should work, but it's obviously where we're at right now. But if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to work and do this correctly, I'm not going to sell out to do it. It's not going to happen. So you'll never see me cutting up a 101. You'll never see me going on some stupid, you know, profanity lace, racist rant to, try to get myself on a, whoa, you won't believe what this guy did. That's not going to be me. I'm going to try to do this the correct way. Unfortunately, that's kind of what was my downfall at a certain other company as well that wanted to go in a different direction. But I'm smart enough to not go down that road. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's changed so much just in the past year or two. The pandemic threw everyone into a blender. Let's not avoid that. But this was in the works well before that. It's the current generation of people. You know what I mean? But I mean, for example, I've deleted posts. I've archived posts on my business account. The older ones. But my personal account, I've had for maybe 6, 7 years. I don't post that often. I've posted 130 times. Just in the past 2 or 3 months, I've posted 198 times on the business account. That's better for me. I'm usually horrible at social media, but I'm trying to increase. I post at least once a day on my business account. I will post more often, more specifically about stuff. Excuse me, to see if that works. But I mean, it's pretty obvious in this industry right now. Word of mouth is huge. If one person tells two, if two tells four, or four tells eight, that's the best way to to get something rolling. But I've also had people unfollow me for, spamming them with unnecessary posts. That's why, like, Shopify limits how many emails you can send out a month because they don't want people complaining to them that, hey, this business is emailing me 20 times a day. That's a good way to get yourself an unsubscribe click. You know what I mean? Um, but I've noticed during the day, afternoon posts during the week, they get almost no reaction. So I tend to post usually in the evenings when more people are home, more people are browsing, That's why I don't send out my bulk emails until around 6, 7 o'clock, because they seem to um, not. It seems to get buried if you do it in the afternoon. The post ends up being hours old. You'd think so. I mean, I have gotten multiple people that if I'm unsubscribed due to too many emails. And you guys know I send out one a day. I send out a blast probably 4 or 5 a week when the days I'm live. Um, but I do get plenty of people. Like I see these analytics when I send an email out. You can take that little survey once you unsubscribe. Like, why are you unsubscribing? Anyone that's done it knows these things exist. And I'll get too many emails or marked as spam. So that might just be their way of, thinking they need a reason. But I have to use that data. You know what I mean? That's feedback that I don't normally get. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be posting more specifically. Like I said, whenever a new release comes out, I post specifically. 2020 Chronicles is in, up on the site. Go check it out. Um, when Triple Threads comes out and that stuff comes out, I make sure for the new big releases, I definitely make sure to post specifically about those. What I'll do during my off day next week, the off days now, um, I'll be making sure to post like, hey, baseball break, go check it out. Prices as low as 19.95, that kind of stuff. Uh, I will do more of that, and that's a great idea. And I was doing it a little bit, months ago. I stopped because it wasn't really doing much, but I'm gonna try everything at this point. Yeah, I mean, I usually do the new posts. I wait until UPS gets here, make sure nothing's wrong, nothing's damaged. Once it comes in, I'll make the post. I'll put it up on the site, reverse order there. And then I always do my Instagram posts, around when I'm going live too. So I actually do post multiple times a day. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. I could risk it, sure. But again, I want to make sure that people are going to see the post. You know what I mean? I get that they're free, but I also don't want to, get buried in stuff. I will make sure to post more. As I'm hearing it, I'm seeing like, what's the downside there? Yeah, it's a funny game. You know what I mean? It's an interesting thing. There's some people that are great at social media, and they seem to know exactly when to post, exactly what to post. Like I said, I'm admittedly not an expert in it. Um, but I built a pretty big following while I was at Tin Town, and I was hoping that would translate in some way to here, and it has a little bit. Most of my main customers are people that broke with me back then, but it's not growing. It's getting and it's starting to go down, which is making me have to switch it up and try something different. I know, annoying and frustrating, yes, but there's multiple branches to my business. There's the group breaking, there's the buying and selling of singles, um, there's wholesaling, which I am starting to get into. Hopefully, like I said, my distributor account starts allocating me more. If that happens, then I will start getting into wholesaling a little bit more as well. There's whole bunch of different, you know, branches to Ajax Sports Cards, the brand. But if one starts to falter while I'm trying to build that back up, I have to allocate more resources to the other branches to pick up the slack. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you'll see me actually posting a lot more. on my Instagram account looking for collections, buying lots, buying singles to flip. I need that to get out there a little bit more as well, which I've had a lot of success doing because that market is a lot bigger than the group break market. Whew. Well, this is anyone that's looking to see what the inner workings. This is the video to rewatch. I've talked a lot. It is 11 o'clock right now. I'm hoping maybe we can get a break in here before the end of the night. I still have plenty of stuff available for sale. Go take a look. Um, I appreciate support in any way, whether it's, getting the word out. Financially is the best way. If you're looking to buy a box, buy a slot, that's the best way to support me and help me stay above water, if you will. But I'm still going to take group break and live break orders here for another 15 minutes or so. So if you are thinking about getting a box, getting a slot, consider grabbing one. 10% off, like I said, all group breaks for the rest of the weekend. Personals are on sale. Chronicles is in. There's a bunch of stuff to choose from on there, so hopefully we can get something going here before the end of the night. And obviously, I'll still be here tomorrow. Start next week, like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and select Wednesdays. And I'll make it very clear what days I'll be live. I'll still be sending out bulks 5 days a week, hopefully, and I'll still be posting on socials. But I'm trying to tunnel everybody to come on at certain times to try and give myself a better chance at having a bigger audience, which makes breaks easier to fill. Yeah, I've got it up on the other screen. I've got it up. I'm looking at it every once in a while. But that's, like I said, that's where we're at right now. So yeah, like I said, I appreciate any support you guys can give, whether it's financially or just by telling all of your card breaking buddies that hey, I'm around, I'm here, I've got good prices. That's the best way to get the name out, is by you guys spreading the word. I don't. I personally don't know what the Eagles are doing at this point. I'm staying away from them. Um, when it comes specifically to tomorrow's games, there's actually not that many I thought were definite, like, ooh, this one I have to bet on. I really think that Cleveland ends up finally putting it together. I think they're going to destroy Washington. So if I had to bet on that one, I'm on Cleveland all the way on that one. I think the Giants have a chance to, even without Saquon. I think the game against the 49ers will be closer than people think. And I think Justin Herbert's actually going to perform really well and beat Carolina. Those are the three I have my eye on. But other than those, it kind of seems like all the favorites probably are going to win. The Raiders Patriots game is interesting. That one I don't know how to bid on. The Rams Bills game will definitely be interesting. They're both 2-0, but I think the Bills are a better 2-0 because the Rams, I mean, they beat up on the Eagles, who suck. It's the Rams are kind of, I mean, they got that good win against the Cowboys. I don't know how good they are though. That one will be interesting, but I'm staying away from that one betting wise. I wouldn't touch that one. Like I said, those other three games I mentioned, I think those could go. I'm pretty confident on those. Yeah, I plus 6. Yeah, it's not bad. The Raiders are doing better than I thought they would. I don't know if they're truly that good of a team, or if Cam Newton can go off for any game. I don't like those volatile kind of games where it's a newer kind of team, no off season. When are they finally gonna press on the gas? Like Newton did great the first week, he did decent last week, but is this the week where he runs for 100 yards and they bury the Raiders early? I don't like those types of games. Cleveland, Washington, for some reason, seems pretty obvious to me. Washington's going to struggle to score points. Cleveland's offense is going to be good because Odell's going to get open. It just that one's it's more of a feel pick. But yeah, this is why betting is just as complicated. There's so many variations and factors to look at. That's what makes it fun, I guess, right? I mean, group breaks wouldn't be fun if there wasn't some element of surprise to it. I mean, we could go in tomorrow, and Minnesota's looked horrible this year so far. Kirk Cousins looks really bad. Does Kirk Cousins wake up like a bat out of hell, and they bury the Titans by 10? You never know. Stephon Diggs was a huge pickup. That was big. That was a big deal. Zach Moss is injured, I know, and he'll pick it up. He'll be back. But I mean that the Bills' entire season rides on, does Josh Allen get better as a quarterback? So far, he's passing the test. It'll be interesting to see if he can do it for a whole season. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, this isn't parody like we always the joke is always that in like women's college basketball when UConn was huge for those 4 years, it was like, what's the point of doing a bracket? UConn's gonna win. Like the parity in that, a 16 seed doesn't have any chance against a 1 seed, or the 15s and the twos. But in the NFL, you know, these are the top 1,000 players in the world. It's not like, you know, it's not like the Bears are playing, you know, Texas El Paso tomorrow. They're playing another professional team any given Sunday, right? That whole deal. I don't know if the Eagles blow it up after this year. I feel like they changed up their whole health and conditioning department, and that's done nothing. At what point do you blow it up? If the Eagles go 4-12, 5-11 this year, do you see if you can get out of the Wentz contract and see what Hurts have? I mean, they're an old team. If they blow it up now, they got to go full rebuild. They're not young. They'd have to dedicate themselves to a 2 or 3 year rebuild. Hurt. You see what Hurts has. Um, you've got Rieger at wide receiver. You've got Sanders at running back, but their defense is getting old. Um, you build around Hurts, Rieger, Sanders, Goddard, Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay, and you just kind of clean house. There's not really a good path there. They have a bunch of high contracts to underperforming people right now. I don't think it's going to be easy to just rebuild immediately. Yeah, that's an interesting decision because they're paying Wentz a lot of money. I think he still has 3 or 4 years left on his contract. That's they'd have to eat some money and probably just I mean they might have to cut him at this point because the potential out. I'm looking at it now. They don't have a potential out until 2022, and they have to take on 25 mil to do that. So that's they might have to commit to starting him this year, then maybe cut him last year. I mean, ironically, they still have him on a smaller cap hit this year. His big money doesn't kick in until next year. He's only on an 18 mil cap hit this year. Goes up to 34 next year. So the contract doesn't really become a non-issue until 2023. So in an Eagles rebuild right now, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can start rebuilding until at least 2022 because you're not going to have the cap space. You're going to have to take on 25 mil of debt in 2022. Admit you're going to be horrible for 2 years, but by that time, your Sanders, your Goddard, all of them, they're going to be off their rookie contracts. It's a bad situation. They put themselves in a bad spot with the Wentz contract, unfortunately. See you, Matt. All right, with all this being said, I'm going to do a last call for live breaks. I'm hoping we can get something in before the end of the night, guys. It's 11:10 currently. Hoping to get one more break in here before the end of the night. And obviously, the group break sale will be still ongoing until the end of the night tomorrow. Last call, if you're looking to do a personal, I have plenty of stuff available. Go take a look. All right, see you, Josh. Still up for a break, or like I said, grab some slots, help me get some group breaks closer to filling. If something looks close to filling tomorrow afternoon, again, like I said, I can post up like, hey, only 4 spots or 5 spots left in this break, and see if we can get something going. I will. I definitely. That's the best piece of advice I got tonight. I'll definitely focus more on specifically featuring products and or breaks, and see if that increases interest in those particular things. We'll definitely start doing that. But last call, hoping to get another personal break in here. Like I said, get those group break slots going. Last call, last call. All right, guys. We'll try this again tomorrow. Hopefully, more breaking and less discussing the issues going on right now with with everything going on. But I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll hopefully see a crowd in the room tomorrow night.